If you've been to Tokyo, chances are you've travelled on the Yamanote line. Tokyo's Circle Line departs every 2 minutes, moving over 5 million passengers daily. That's more than the entire London Underground system on a single line. But did you know a section of track that makes up the Yamanote line today was built off the ocean of Tokyo Bay? On October 14th, 1872, Japan's first railway line would officially open, ferrying cargo and passengers the 29-kilometre journey between Shimbashi in Tokyo to the port city of Yokohama in the south, via Shinagawa. The Yamanote line would have its red letter day in 1925, when on the 1st of November, full Circle Line operation would commence as we know it today.
Hello, welcome to the 100x Connect community. Let me take you through the 100x ecosystem. Step 1. Become a free or paid member. Step 2. Discover your passion by tuning into the 100x daily night sessions, chatting with other members in the 100x Discord community, and participate in 100x virtual summits. Step 3. Unleash your true potential by equipping yourself with 100x workshops and work with you challenges. Step 4. Begin your entrepreneurial journey by signing up for the Malaysia Ministry-endorsed 100x 100 Days Business Startup Challenge, seeking business advice, or enrolling in the Advanced Business Coaching for pitching and funding. Step 5. Being the country's best entrepreneur community, 100x has a wealth of resources such as business funding to accelerate your business, digital marketplaces to sell your products and services, and collaboration platforms to do networking and organize your favorite event, among many others. Furthermore, 100x will also create business opportunities. All these are easily accessible and convenient for 100x members. Step 6. In return, the 100x alumni hope to bring together like-minded people and provide mentoring, internship and career opportunities to help the network grow. Pillars are used to uphold purposes. At 100x, we believe that every entrepreneur should embark on a purposeful journey. 100x is built on 7 pillars: financial intelligence, fitness and wellness, business and entrepreneurship, sales and marketing, personal development, love and relationship, and hobbies and leisure. Sign up as a 100x member and start a purposeful journey.
Hello. Yeah, hello. Welcome to Sunday's Fixed Marketing session. Okay, I think we have one person there in the chat that I know. But never mind, I can use this. All right. Welcome to Sunday session. Today, we're going to talk about how I got myself, Benjamin Chiu, right? How I got 400%. Okay, what's the title again? Shit. How I help a client get 400% return using automation, right? It means that how I made my client more money than they use in their ad spend, all right? So today's whole session is going to break down on what worked and what didn't work. So, all right, so before we go into that, just to come in here and to let you guys know to follow us and stuff like that. So yeah, please comment if you're here. Please share this video with any your friends, your business partners and stuff like that, so they can enjoy this session. All right. Oh, this one passed already. Never mind. Okay, so we have a upcoming session. Hey, this one also passed already. 25th. Oops. Okay, never mind. Okay, all right. Without further ado, let's move into the main topic, since there's not much event going on. Still in my head here. All right. Okay. So today's session is about how I help a client get 400% return using automation. This is going to be all the way from how I started with them, and then how what went wrong, or rather the hiccups that happened along the way, and what kind of results that we get in the end, and then what I did to continuously increase that return. All right. So yeah, without going more of this, let's start in it. No fluff, it's all just value. All right, can I go back? Yes, I can. Right, so who am I? Right, I'm an ex-game designer of 7 years. Right, I've been doing games, creating games for 7 years already, since before the pandemic started, and now I started my digital marketing journey since 2007, selling products from China to USA, and founded my own Megawalk Media digital marketing agency last year. Right, as more and more businesses need help to go online or go digital, and they need to sell their stuff online. Right, nowadays, I help brands get an extra 10 to 30% sales using messenger automation marketing. Right, this is a new niche, or rather, not to say new niche. This is a new opportunity for a lot of businesses, because a lot of businesses is not really using this yet. But at the same time, if they found out the power of this, they can really scale their sales a lot more. And that 10 to 30% is just the icing on the cake. All right, there's still the cake, and that cake is going to be very interesting. Right, I might share a few of that information during this session later on. I might slip some in, so don't miss out. I hope you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. So if you are watching, let me know in the chat, that I know who I'm talking to. So right, so this is one of the results that I got the client. All right, we have spent about $1,500, and then we have gotten 400% in return with it. So these are all the different ads that we have. It's not in any order, it's just the default alphabetical order. And some of this here is actually turned off, means the lower conversion one. So you can see those with only 4 messaging conversations, those above 10 ringgit, are those that I have already turned off. All right. So just by looking at this, you won't see anything. Let me explain what's going on. All right. So one thing I cannot reveal is the client. Who is the client? All right. So but it is a service business, meaning that they provide services for their customers or clients. Okay. So today's topic is how I got 400% return for this specific client. How they got their how we, number one, what kind of offer works, means that what kind of offer we tried with the client, and then which one performed the best, and then which one less headache, provided the least headache for everyone, while still gaining the best results. All right, this one is more of 80-20 rule. All right, you spend 20% effort on doing one specific thing, you get 80% of the result. So this is the whole point of the marketing that we did. So number 2 is crafting the chatbot flow. Right, chatbot marketing, like I mentioned just now, is the internet 2.0, the website 2.0 that is coming up. Meaning that there are more. If your business is not using chatbot, you are literally how to say that? Not to say losing out, but leaving money on the table, basically. All right. Yeah, you can still earn, you can still profit using the traditional methods, but if there is a better technology around, why not use it? So this is what it is. And number 3, conversion tracking. Okay, I'll explain more a little bit later on. Rinse and repeat, but better. And yep. So I guess that speaks for itself. So yeah, without further ado, if you're interested to see where this goes, please type ready in the chat. Then I know that you guys are ready to move forward to learn all this kind of stuff that I managed to get my clients 400% return. So let me turn on this specific one thing first. Hey, all right, yay. Hi, Jackie, how are you? Welcome to the session. All right. So yeah, today's session will not be long also. I think it will be common nowadays on Fix My Marketing sessions where we will start to reduce the time from 1.5 hours to probably an hour. And inside this specific hour is all just pure value, whatever that we are teaching. Like last week, yeah, Megan's session is very pure value and less of the fluff. So just that you guys know, we'll be saying less nonsense. Not to say previously it's all nonsense, but previously we were giving a lot more examples, a lot more confusion. So might as well we do something like I mentioned, the 80-20, right? We provide you more of the information so you can literally take action or on whatever that we are sharing here. Okay, so yep, let's go. Let's begin. Okay. So yes, number one, what kind of offer works? Okay. So I tried a few offers for this specific client, and usually that kind of offer that your $1 billion idea offer, your packaging offer, is like, wow, it's like you want to do this kind of offers that you think that your customers or clients will love, or rather they will come in, they'll buy this and then they'll buy that and then they'll buy this and then all you have to mention is the usual, hey, this is nice, this is beneficial for you, this is the value that you're gonna get. And then you want to throw in all the toppings on top of the cake. You want to throw in the strawberries, you want to throw in the chocolate, you want to throw in the colorful sugars on top. But usually what happens is that because the offer becomes too complicated, you are actually losing sales, okay? Back then, this client, our first offer that we came up with is actually a, how to say, if you are person A, then you get this offer. If you're person B, then you get this offer. If you're person C, you get this offer because of the ability of chatbots. Okay, so we decided to go all the way in. We decided to make sure that our customers or leads is able to maneuver their way into the ideal offer that we are offering them. Okay, so we put a lot of conditions. Unfortunately, as what you see here in the image on the right side, everyone's going everywhere, and then the leads lose information and lost interest halfway because the offer was too complicated, or rather, even though we did get some sales, but we lost a few leads in the process. And what happened is that when they tried to, how to say, basically they were sending images. They they are supposed to click on buttons, but end up it became that the leads end up sending images instead. The leads end up speaking in or rather revealing their own information about their about them specifically. So the chatbot basically rosak lah. So the whole flow doesn't work. The whole funnel got broken, and then my client had to do a lot of what they call this manual work to answer all the weird questions from every client or every leads that came in. So what we do, okay, yeah. So this is the first one. There's two. So don't do multiple offers within your campaign, right? Just now, the one that I mentioned is actually this one, offer with a lot of dependency. It depends on you. If you have this, then I give you that. If you have this, let's say for example, if you're short hair, for example, then you have this offer. If you're long hair, then you have this offer. If your hair got color, then it's this offer. So it became very confusing for that specific prospect. Okay, I'm sure there are a lot of people here. I mean, not just a lot of people, but there are some businesses who really is unique in this method. However, you might want to reconsider re-angling your specific offer, because I had another prospect where she sells pillows, okay, and she needs to know the height of the customer. She needs to know the weight of the customer. She needs to know the sleeping pattern of the customer. There's too many. I need to know this. There's too many information that they need to know before they can provide a unique offer to that specific prospect. Because of this, the funnel broke down. Because of this, they got lesser sales. All right, so this is not the way to do it at this, maybe when you're starting out or something like that. However, when you are like literally swimming in money, then yeah, you can do a lot of this kind of stuff to fine tune the funnel, because in the end, it's like, like where blacksmiths make the metal purer, so they hit the steel each time they go into the fire. They come out, they hit all the impurities, come out, then pull back into the fire, then bring out, then they hit again. So if you have all the time in the world and all the money in the world, then feel free to strengthen that blade all over and over again, fix at every point and stuff like that. But of course, not a lot of businesses have that kind of luxury. Therefore, you do not want to make confusing offers. You do not want to make too many different kinds of offer, right? So this one, the second one is multiple offers within your campaign. So there's a lot of nowadays, there's a lot of people who teaches you that you need to sell one thing, then after that, then you want to sell another thing, then you want to push another order in, then you want to put in another order bump, so-called, then you upsell, then you downsell, all this kind of stuff. While those things work, all right, not at the first glance, meaning that when people sees your first offer, don't throw in all this other nonsense in when that happened at the beginning, because you're going to confuse the leads, the prospects. They might be thinking, wow, this is nice. But then got this also. But got that also. So they were like, oh, if got this, got that, then okay, let me think more before I come back. Because suddenly what they expected is different. So they need more time to think about it. And while taking the time to think about it, usually these people will just drop off, forget, and think of all kinds of excuses to, okay, maybe not now, maybe later. So preferably, if there's only one offer, just put that specific offer, less of other nonsense, and one price, done. Okay, anything else after they pay, then you can upsell them at the end. But those is after lah. All right. So this one, next one, offers with multiple packages. This one is very common. A lot of people do this. The moment they walk into the shop, then like, hey, you want this, you want that, you want this, you want that, you want this, you want that. There's too many packages, too many different kinds of offers. So usually what happens is that okay, so yeah, there's two conclusions that come out from this, right? So number one is, if I'm sure most of you have visited a restaurant called Kim Gary, right? So one thing that I don't like about Kim Gary is that the moment I enter Kim Gary, the menu is like so gao until I give up on just choosing anything, just whatever, just choose this one. And then in the future, I'm like, okay, I don't go there again because I don't want to re-experience the same bad experience again. Therefore, I don't want to do that. However, there are also times, of course, there's enough, you need enough different offers so that they know they can choose whichever one is better for them. But this one only works for the real world. So if you're talking about in digital marketing, meaning that when you want to provide an offer into your ads, for example, okay, give them that one, show them the best thing about that you have, meaning that offer, that number one offer that you just want to sell. All right, don't do it the Shopee way, where I'm sure you guys have seen Shopee ads, e-commerce ads, where there's like carousels of products. You just scroll and scroll. Wow, there's so many stuff. Sometimes you want to buy this, sometimes you want to buy that. Maybe it works for fashion. Okay, I'm not sure. But in the end, you also want to just, how to say, narrow down on the best offer that you have and just sell that specific one offer. Because in the end, if you can sell that one, you can sell another one and then another one. But all of it has to start with one specific product first, or at least one specific offer, and then your funnel makes sense. Your flow is solid. you can replicate this template over and over again. So forget about multiple packages when you are in the early stages of your business. Maybe after you do it about 6 months, 1 year, then you realize that, okay, done. We have milked as much money as we can out of this offer. Let's do another offer at the same time. All right. So yeah, simple wins the game. It's either yes, no only. You put out the offer, they want it, they take it. They don't want it, 算了, go back home. So there are people who will teach, if they don't want, then you downsell and upsell, all this kind of stuff. Actually, before they buy your first offer, you are unable to downsell or upsell them. So your number one offer, your most forefront offer is the most important, where you want them to get that. All right. So yeah, like I mentioned, my client, in the end, we managed to narrow down to, hey, just one service and one price. There is no multiple price for multiple situations. That one is going to kill the conversion rate. Because of this, we managed to make everything flow so neatly that hardly I need to do maintenance for them. Hardly they need to follow up with weird questions and stuff like that. Okay, so so in the end, the other basically the maintenance that I usually do here is just helping them increase the percentage of like how to get more people to view this ad. Which word should I choose? Basically, it's just some minor A/B testing between different messages in the chatbot, of course, and in the ad, what do you call this? In the ad copywriting and image. Okay, yeah. So that's all for this. Hi, Jonah. Hey, Jonah, you're here. Okay. Right. So second part, right? Crafting the chatbot flow. Okay, so one of the main reasons why I got 400% is because the chatbot technology really helped, and to help this and to reduce the cost price, the ad cost of for the clients, and which that's why there's a different kind that the conversion rate is I was really impressed with the conversion rate. My clients happy is because of the flow. Okay, why we use chatbot? So if you don't know yet, there are a lot of people usually will go to the website. A lot of people will go to the website. Okay, and I'm sure if you have dealt with SEO, you have dealt with, let me do some Google ranking, let me do with organic traffic. So usually organic traffic, 98% of people is going to leave your website without doing anything. Maybe they will click here, click there, they will get to know you, but it's just awareness. And the extra 2% is just people coming in because they know they want to buy already. Okay, so usually what happens is that you want to retarget all these people, but if they don't leave any contact information, how are you going to retarget them? How are you going to find people like them who comes to your website? Yeah, you can do Pixel. Pixel works. However, Pixel only works up until a certain percentage. And nowadays, just to let you know, iOS 14.5, after iOS 14.5 came out, which is I think about early this year, something like that. I cannot remember when exactly was it already. But the moment that iOS 14.5 appeared, basically the Pixel becomes less useful. It is still useful for Androids and computers, and not Macs lah. But in the end, the conversion rate, or rather not to say conversion rate, the capture rate of data for the Pixel reduced a lot. So basically everyone's ads got a little bit more expensive. All right, so how do we counter this? Okay, the only way to counter this is email. So okay, before I go into the email thing, let me let you guys know on how to structure a chatbot flow. Okay, so the moment someone clicks on the ad, or the moment someone comes into your website, okay, the chatbot should pop up and inquire on the leads intention. Are they here to buy? If yes, good. Please move on to the next button. So they will click the button. They'll go on to the next flow, where we will grab their email. So before we give them anything, more information, before we give them the link to purchase and stuff like that, we grab their information, we grab their emails first, because these people usually come in with a certain intention. That's why we want to confirm their intention. Are you here to do this? Yes, they want to do this. Good. Please provide your email, because I want to send you a voucher, because I want to send you extra information, because I want to send you an ebook, because I want to provide you more better service. You want to like manually call them out or whatever. Yeah, so you can grab their email, and same time you can grab their phone number. But most importantly, you want to grab their email. So after you grab their email, there's a lot of things that you can do with it, which we will cover in the next section. So for here, within this chatbot flow, you just want to grab their email and then provide them the value that they are looking for. Basically, it's a barter trade for a small value that they're going to get. That's why that's how you're going to get people to give you the email, because usually people are afraid to give out emails. They're afraid of spam, and they're afraid. There's just that phobia that people will be like, want to give email, don't want, scared. So however, if you like, okay, I'm going to give you this thing now, okay, you want not, if you want, you give me email, then it becomes like, yeah, I want the thing. Yeah, here's my email, please send it to me. So it becomes easier, okay? It's easier for them to jump over the wall. Third, provide the link. So after they give you the email already, good. Now you provide the link to buy. Now you provide the link to book your session, right? Call to action. So this is where it comes in, okay? Very simple, straightforward. And lastly, follow up. One of the best things that happen with chatbot, or rather the most interesting thing with chatbot, is that along this number 1, 2, and 3, people usually fall out. So when they fall out, what do? We follow up. How do we follow up? All along before this, all right? Maybe you, okay, usually what you will do is you will message that specific prospect, the lead, okay? The lead message you, ding ding dong dong, then they're like, oh, they don't want to buy. Then you follow up again after a few hours. Hey, are you still interested? Then tomorrow you send another message. Hey, are you interested? So how much time are you going to follow up? If you have 100 leads, are you going to follow up? You don't even talk about 1,000 leads. If you have 100 leads, do you want to follow up with all 100 leads? And then you have each time you follow up, you might have missed some stuff that you want to mention, because you are too busy. You want to faster follow up. You don't want to waste like very kanjiao. Faster want to just send that follow up lah. Don't care lah. Because you have experienced so much already. So there's the emotion there, where sometimes you might miss out information. Maybe also for human forgetfulness. You send the same message to A, B, C, D, E, person A, person B, person B, person C, but you forgot to send that specific message to person C. So this happens. So what happens is that the chatbot automatically follows up for you at the correct time with the correct message, and it will follow them all the way a few times or so within 24 hours lah. So basically is that they can follow until the next day, which helps my client actually save a few sales. Then also one other thing is that because you have a follow-up, you're able to ask that specific lead, hey, what's the problem? Why are you not giving me your email address? Then they will tell you, okay, literally got leads tell my client, I'm not give, I actually was sorry, I was busy. One of the message was, another one, sorry, I'm not really interested because I need to get my vaccination done. So means that, okay, so people came in because they thought this. Oh, actually, they are worried about vaccination. Good. Now we have extra information. We slot into the ad copy. We slot into the chatbot so that we can address these problems first before they come in. All right. So there's a lot of problems, usually all the kinds of weird problems. So everything here can be edited later on, and because you follow up and ask questions on, hey, what's going on? Why are you not booking? Why are you not giving us your email address? Are you really not interested? Then why do you click on the link? Do you want something else? So maybe they were like, oh, actually, I don't want this specific service. I want another service. Do you have a package for that specific service? Then my client, oh, God, sure. Then they automatically send off. So yeah, so there's a lot of ways you can play with this, and this is like the best thing to happen with a chatbot. All right. So right, next, conversion tracking. All right, what's going on with conversion tracking? Wait, yeah. So 38% of businesses actually have zero customer database. I spoke to a few businesses, a few prospects and clients also at the same time, that before they hire me, one of the first questions usually I will ask prospects is that, do you have a list of your customers? No. Do you have data of your customers? No. Because of this, they cannot, it's harder for them to do marketing. It's harder for them to do retargeting. All right. Apologize a bit. Let me. Oops, my apologies. Okay, let's get this continue. Right. So a lot of business actually have zero customer database. Without a customer database, ads becomes more expensive. They don't know what's going on. They don't know where the sales come from. They don't know where the leads come. They don't know all this kind of percentage. So usually, when they want to hire me, also they like, can you get me like sales? And I'm like asking, okay, what is your percentage of, like, what's your cost per sale? Oh, sorry, I don't know. If you don't know all these kind of numbers, it's going to be very hard to get people to help you, because you have no idea of what to do. So in the end, you want to get people to come in and figure out all this data that you have. Okay. All right. So so tracking. So what do you want to track? So you want to track the reach, you want to track the click-through rate, you want to track the leads, okay, and purchases. So meaning that, how much does it cost to reach one person? How much does it cost to per click? Let me go back like this one, right? So here you know from the ads manager, you know that, okay, this is how much it costs for a conversation, meaning a lead, no? Right? And then there's also other specific data here, like how much is the reach, how much is the percentage. So you have spent, so if you look at the first line, you have spent 68 bucks, right? You have reached 1,500 people. So means that per person, how much do you pay? So 68, so sorry, 1564 divided by 68, then you get that specific percentage or the amount, how much you need to pay to be able to reach someone. Then you know you can project your future sales, you can project your future marketing budget. Okay, if I'm going to spend 2 cents to reach one new person, it means that I need to spend. So if I want to reach 10,000 people, it means that I need to spend about 2,000 ringgit. For example, sorry, my math is so bad, I cannot do a mental calculation. But yeah, I think you understand what I mean, all right? So with all this information, you are able to decide, okay, this is how much I want to spend to reach a new audience. This is how much I want to spend to reach my old customers, okay? So with that information, you'll be able to do a lot more things. So with that also, with this kind of information also, at the same time, you will be able to reduce your leads, sorry, reduce your costs for each part. Because if your reach is bad, it means that your ad copy or your ad image or your offer is not interesting enough. People look at it, they just scroll past. Okay, it's not attraction capturing. The first line is boring, the image is boring, the video first 5 seconds is boring. That's why the reach is low. Click-through rate, how to increase click-through rate? Everything is interesting. Okay, well, you capture people's attention, but there is no hope. They don't want to click on the ads. Therefore, your click-through rate is low. So what do? You make that image highlighted out, jump out. So what I usually do is I use bright colors, because I know when people scroll through their Facebook, it's going to be black and white, black and white, black and white. So and then if you use blue, green, all these kind of cold colors, you're gonna get low, what do you call this, basically low click-through rate, because people is just going to scroll past. However, because that specific image bright, so I would usually put yellow, red. Okay, these are what stops people, danger colors that people, what's this going on, right? So that's how you increase your click-through rate. Of course, sorry, there's more towards reach. So click-through rate is more towards how interesting is the offer, right? The better the offer, the easier it is to understand, which is our first point. The easiest to understand, the higher chance people will click into it, and the more curiosity you build for your copywriting and your media creative also is going to make people to click on it, right? So more interesting and more curiosity, and the offer is direct to the point. So this is how to get more click-through rates. So leads is message for what I did is the messages log, right? So the more people talk within that chat, the lesser the leads were, lesser cost per lead. Means that more people is going to come into the chatbot, and then it's going to talk to you and reply and click on messages. So within this also got its own what they call this, its own tracking, right? So, and lastly is the purchases log. How many people who ends up on your Facebook page actually, on your website actually buys, on your product page actually buys. Okay, so how much you spend equals how much purchase that you get. So this is the number of cost per purchase. So what happens here is that within your website, you want to make it more interesting, easy. People click 1, 2, 3, buy, done. Instead of people going through, wow, there's this information. The information is full of there's a picture, there's a video, there's like a few headlines on top there. There's something like scrolling past. It's going to be very confusing. So what happens here is you want people to just go into your specific website with one big title of your product and maybe some description and the photo. If they want to see more, they scroll, something like that. If you're doing e-commerce, okay, my client is a service-based business, therefore it's just a booking link. Okay, so yeah, and within the chatbot itself, there's also a lot of tracking to play with, right? So how many people end up in the second message? How many people end up in the third message? How many people give you the email address? One, they are not giving you the email address. So usually the percentage is going to be at the first message come in, you're going to get about 70 to 80% people who will pass to the second message, and then from there on, right? Or you need to give email. It's going to drop, right? It's okay to drop 10-20%, right? It's normal. And then the further this thing goes, the more the percentage drop. So the job is like, if you see the first message 90%, the second message drop to 10%, then you know something is wrong with the first message, because people see the first message and then they didn't click to the next message. So you need to figure out what's going on. So usually here's a tip on what should be the first message. It's just going to be very simple, right? Hey, are you ready to buy this product? Are you ready to learn more about this specific topic? Are you ready to do more? Are you ready to improve your life, change your life? Are you ready to earn money overnight? Are you ready to improve your digital marketing? Stuff like that. Okay, something easy. Then they go to the next message, right? Show some information, show some testimonials. Maybe they need some testimonials before they are willing to give you the email address. Okay, so try out. All right, okay, so this is where we try out. What I did is, after the first message, on the second message, I put literally like, okay, this is what can happen to you if you were to follow up and set an appointment to book. So but I asked them an email address first, because I want them to book their spot for this specific offer, because the other offer is going to be some other price with some kind of different other package. So give your email address, we will set this for you, only you. You're going to get this offer. If after 24 hours you're not going to get this offer again, it's not going to be available to you. So they give their email address, and then they click on the link. So this is the normal chatbot tracking. Okay, and lastly, conversion tracking. So this one is more towards website based, e-commerce based. How many landing page views, how many people add to cart but didn't buy, how many people purchase. So if you have all this kind of information, you can retarget them. So basically, everything here you can see, everything that I mentioned here is a checkpoint. And every checkpoint, you can ask these people to come back again, okay, using follow-ups, using follow-up advertisement, using follow-up chatbot replies, and stuff like that. So I'm sure there are also businesses who very clever. They see people check out, okay, but they didn't buy, right? They're at the checkout page, then they quit. They're at the add to cart page, then they quit. Then that business call up, hey, I noticed you didn't buy. Why? Right? Actually got such business before, which is that one is very good lah. However, requires some manual work. So do play with more of this. Like for example, someone add to cart, but they didn't buy. What do? You send them another ad. Send them another. Hey, I noticed you didn't check out. All right. Here's a 10% off. Check out now. Click here. That works. For chatbot also, hey, I noticed you didn't buy. Also can send them a link. So send them a voucher code. This is your voucher code specifically just for you. And it's only available within the next 24 hours. So click on the link below to go back into your shopping cart to finish your purchase. Here's the link. It's literally that simple language. Don't need all these fast and nice words when actually, right? So yeah, so that's all for tracking. All right. I went through this quite complicated, quite technical. If you have any questions, you can just ask me lah. All right. So last one, rinse and repeat, but better. So you have gotten people through the whole funnel. You have gotten people from the offer. You have gotten people from the chatbot. You have gotten people, and then you have the information, the data right now here in the tracking. What do you do? Right? How do you convert the people who did not buy? Because in the end, you want to get the same people to buy. Basically, the same people who did not buy, the same people who bought, but you want them to buy again, and the same people who halfway you lost them. To reach out to these people is actually a lot cheaper compared to reaching out to new people. So usually what a business does is sets their marketing campaign budget to these two specific category, new people and old people. All right. So you want to shoot these two people to get you the most, because in the end, the people who are existing customers, you're going to get a lot more better conversion rate. Not to say conversion rate, but it's going to be a lot cheaper to reach them. You're going to get a lot cheaper to get a sale from the group of people who have been a customer or who have actually dropped out from the flow compared to new people out there, right? Because inside here, you're just fighting among your own data. Out there, you're fighting against other companies. So it's going to be more expensive, right? So that's why it's going to cost 5 to 6 times as much to acquire a new customer. So what can you do to follow up? All right. The emails that you got, the phone number that you get, send them an email, send them WhatsApp marketing, right? Our own King Fai in 100X actually has a WhatsApp marketing campaign that he does for his clients. Set it up and then just blast to all of your specific leads, okay, that you did not manage to close, but you have their phone number. I'm sure that you have, if your business has been around for a while, you will need, you will want to follow up with them. So basically, you got their phone number, but they don't want to buy. And stuff like that. So WhatsApp marketing, you can just blast, right? Very easy, right? If you want, then just look for King Fai. I think he's in the chat maybe, or you can just message us. All right. So yeah, email and SMS, all this can work. Besides email, you can get a lot more. You can get about 10 to 20% extra sales from your email marketing. Even if they have already bought from you, you can use the email again to send out more offers and better discounts. So if you want to know how email marketing works, you can watch back, I think about 4 to 5 fixed line marketing sessions ago. where we have an email expert who came in to talk about email marketing. That one was amazing. The kind of value is amazing. So you can go back and watch through that specific email marketing session. So ads optimization, right? The moment you get an email, the moment you get phone number, all right, you are able to optimize your ads with this information. Like I mentioned at the early part of this session, I told you about iOS 14.5. Because of 14.5, the Facebook pixel is a lot weaker now. Because of 14.5, you cannot track a lot of people. So how do we counter this? With email address. The moment people give you their email address, you can use that for a very long time because they give you data. These are the people who give you data. So you can remarket to them. You can find people like them. So it's a very good tracker, especially people who give you the email address. These are the people who are really, really interested in what you do already. Okay, or at least they want that specific lead magnet that you're giving in exchange for the email. But these are the people who are interested. Therefore, it's easier and it's cheaper to reach people like that with that information. Okay, so plug the email back into your ads. Basically, is if I want to go a little bit more technical, is create a custom audience within your ad manager, and then plug in all the email address. So what I did for my client is that every time we got a new lead with an email address, I plug that specific email address and Zapier it, means automatically throw it back into Facebook ads. Okay, listen up. People click on the ad, went into the chatbot, gave us their email address. I used that email address to retarget them. I used that email address to throw into custom Facebook audience, and then the ads re-roll to become cheaper and cheaper and cheaper the more people come in, right? So this is a very fun flow, automated flow, don't have to do anything. The moment people give us email address, pop, done, send back. Email address, pop, done, right? Keep on asking Facebook, send me more of these people who give us their email address. Facebook, another email came in, please optimize. So this is how to do it using Zapier or other automation platforms, right? And then chatbot remarketing, which is next time you have when there's a new offer, okay, we're just going to send a message. It doesn't matter if it's manual. Usually my client like to do both. She asked me to do a ad that sends a chatbot message into the previous people who have sent us a message before. Means that as long as someone who has sent us a message before, we are able to throw them an ad, okay, within their messenger. Hey, we have a new offer. Are you interested? Okay, so this is chatbot marketing number one. And number two, also my client will manually just go back to the previous customers and just like manually copy paste to every person that came in. She likes to do both, so yeah, whatever works, right? Yeah, so this is a lot other ways to rinse and repeat and to get lesser costs for your ads and your sales and to get higher returns. So yeah, so I guess that's all. That's how my whole flow that I mentioned. I literally reviewed to you my whole flow, that how I got extra, increased that 400% conversion for my client. Okay, of course, in the end, how my client closed. This is my 400% is actually the basic amount. My client is selling their specific service for 128 ringgit. So for 128 ringgit, per sale, I got them. I think it's about 30 ringgit. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, 30 ringgit per sale. So per client, she's getting 128 ringgit. All right, and I only spent about 38 ringgit. That's just 38 ringgit. I only spent about 380 ringgit. So this is, I'm counting weekly. So I spent 380 ringgit, okay, for a 128 ringgit kind of service, and she got back 1,500 ringgit. Okay, and this is the basic. I'm only counting the 128. I'm not counting whatever upsells that she did with them privately. Okay, so this as long as number one is you can get someone through the door, you can do a lot, any other stuff or whatever you want with them. So this is the benefit of everything. Okay, so yeah, that's everything I have mentioned for this specific client. Okay, if you have any other questions, feel free to message in, and then I will comment, help you help you guys if you have any questions so far. Okay, so yeah, if there's no other questions, and if you want to connect with me to know more about how this specific funnel can be applied to your business, you can just privately message the 100X group Facebook page, sorry, and then, or if you have my personal number, you can just message me. And yep, so that's all for today. Thank you very much. If there's no other things, okay, good, awesome. All right, thank you very much. Yep, so before you guys go, just to let you guys know there's some interesting stuff that is happening this coming weekend. So I'm just going to play this video and be excited. All right. Okay, all right. Yep, that was AICI, the International Image Consultant. What do you call this? Conference. All right. So it happens every year with all the famous image consultant experts in their industry. What happens is that all these people are like top, and people who are what they call this, top in the image fashion industry, where they help you do change a lot in the terms of your personal branding, your fashion sense, the way you talk, and stuff like that. So if you're interested, please head on to the link just now. It was a 100xconnects.com/AICI conference. Okay. For more information, you can just also message 100x, and then we will give you the link itself. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. If there's no other question, I'm going to see you guys tonight for Alfred's session. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.